The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the double. 51. What we got? What we got? What we got? 25. Check 25. Check 25. Slam, slam, slam. Protein spill. Yes, yes.
On first down, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Smith now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
He's checking. Cracks. Check. Check, hot. Under clear. Check. 49, check 49.
3rd and long, it's Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check. Lucky. Hey, alert. Check safety. Watch twist. Check the backer. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Here we
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
13. Hatchet. Check. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Third and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 56. Come on, D. Back. 21. Kill. Chance. Kill. No.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Heavy on the edges. He's 12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
12, fellas. Here we go. Check the hot read. I got you.
This is Mostert. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check three. Jam.
This is Breida. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Jumper. 80 weapons. Check four. Check. Fresno. Hey, watch it.
Now Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Watch, twist.
Hey, seam 6.
Small. No. Hey, switch gears. Check 26. Shift.
Yo, go.
Whip.
First carry for Darius Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
36 to
Rock it.
Check 43.
Smith throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
65.
Check 24. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's coming. We got double up.
Mostert. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, alert 3.
12.
Spike 56. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check.
Here's Mostert. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
36.
11.
Snap comes at one. Garoppolo. Good one, able to haul it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
One, Omaha.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Let's go.
21.
53. Mike, 53.
Hey, wahoo.
Bring it.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
2. Hey, gun.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
Here we go.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
I got this.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo.
Here we go.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey! Go. Ready?
Geis with a carry on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice hit, boy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the ship.
Hard.
Watch the ship.
Snap.
Throwing on third and long. Smith, complete. Richardson has it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives and end them.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Smith in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go on, go on.
10, under 10, 10. Switch.
You're out.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tight dog. Watch twins. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 37. Watch out.
Look at me. Go. Hey, Delta.
Get wide.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go.
56. Okay, double up. Check now.
Flag.
25. Check 25. Check.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Slam. Shift. He's checking. Crash.
Check.
They'll run it now with Houston. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
11.
Undercrush. 53 is the mic. Bang it.
21. Hey, gun.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Alert! Hey, exit. I got this.
Now Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
65. Flag! Hey, gun.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 41 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Bang, 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 bang. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, Sam off.
Lucky.
Now.
Check safety. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Big grip, big grip.
Smith hands off to Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Bravo.
51 for Mike.
Out of the gun, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position. Through the pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Quan Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. This is fielded at the 7.
Let's go, fellas. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11. 6-6. Pull it high. 65. 65.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Come to my world.
I got you.
We want it. Come to my world.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game, Kansas City.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Quan Alexander, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Smith, he was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Let's go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Leo.
Check.
Smith now throwing on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a quick pass to Richardson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, Will.
Check 99. Check
48-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, wahoo.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Go.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Back to throw, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Central West.
On 1st and 10, Smith firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And down right around the 37. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 37-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now it's Breida. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 180.
Check 53. Oh, here we go. Oh.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And James has it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Richie James there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they